Well, we're going to call today another Janet Day with a dash of Penny. How does that sound? So we're launching Janet's In Loving Memory card kit, and it's another beautiful set of cards. Some of you were on the list and were waiting for this to come out, and it is out. And if you're on the list, we gave you a call, and don't wait too long to call us back or place your order online, because they're probably going to go pretty quick. But this is her card kit in loving memory. We're going to show you what you get, show you all the cards, talk about what you need for it, and Janet's here and she'll be happy to pipe in and let us know anything that we've missed. And then as a bonus, we got Penny here. And Penny just said she made my dream come true, and that is so true. She's going to show us about coloring with the Copic markers on the charcoal items, like specifically the bag. Look at this, is before and after, so you could like color these bags to match whatever you wanted, and how fun is that? And then we took it a step further, and Penny is coloring on some of their paper. So we've got a Janet card kit, we've got Penny and Copic markers, and we've got new product to show you. So it is Thursday, and somebody said happy Friday Eve day, which I always like to hear that. Yay! Oh, and Darlene just said that too. So Angie's here, and here's Penny. Morning. And I'm Kelly, and we are at Memory Bound in Iowa, and we're here every morning at 9:30 Central Time, so don't miss out, and you can go back and watch later. We always talk about live or later, don't we, Penny?
Yes.
Now, yesterday I wasn't here, so I had to watch later, but yesterday Katie and Diane were here, and they launched Janet's Coaster Trio, and it's a set of 3 little display items. And this kit, let's see, this is a kit. You make all 3 coasters, you get what you need to make them, and it's $20.99. And I knew that. I don't know why I had to look, Penny. And then we always get asked for page kits. So
that
Janet
is
designed
so
a page
gorgeous
kit. And Penny, it's right there. Do you want to grab it and see?
Absolutely.
And they talked about what you got in the kits, what you needed. And we love Janet's designs. And this one is
cutting guide. It is $18.99.
So $18.99 for a Janet layout. And
gorgeous.
And it's so nice because this could be for a heritage or just for somebody that you've lost. Very nice. So Janet has been really busy. As you can tell, we have a wall of Janet. Janet, I know you're watching, and look at, we got a whole wall here, and we will be adding today's kit to it also, because she's got her recipe memory crate, and she's got her clipboard project that's got a bonus coaster and the pages and everything. So there's a lot there.
There's a lot there. I have to do
Penny,
some
I'm
shopping.
looking to see. Janet's linking stuff. So I think we're going to start with things that have come in with the new product, and then we'll go to our new card kit. And then, Penny, we're going to head over to you and see what we've done with the coloring.
Perfect.
Oh, they'd like us to review the graduation area also, and that is a great idea. I've been wanting to do that, so we will hit graduation also today. Thanks for asking. Oh, okay. Penny, I'm going to give you the camera for a minute, because one thing that came in, I just had this squirrel moment. Back in stock are these adhesive line lifters, and this is really good. You know, some people have trouble peeling the back of their tape.
Yes.
Whether you're using the red line tape or score tape or even little foam dots.
Yes.
I've had some foam squares, and you cannot get the backing off. So Diane and I set up a little demo here.
Woohoo! A bonus
now,
demo.
You get 2 in your package, and we're not sure why, unless you put 1 in your go bag, keep 1 at home, or share with a friend, and they're $9.99, and they're really nice for your tape. So I handed you the camera because we have set up our own little demo, and I'm only going to use 1 at a time, so I'm going to set that one down. They're just a nice little plastic, and they've got like a kind of little teeth, little teeth there. And what you do, you put down your tape, and I know some people have a really hard time peeling it back, and then you just kind of go like this, and it grabs it, and you peel it back. And you know what? We have done 2 of these, so we're going to do it again, everybody.
Okay, we're gonna slow it down just a little bit.
Okay, we'll do slow motion. How's this?
Yeah.
So you just take it, you grab it with the little teeth, and it pulls it up like so, and you just pull it off. So if you're having trouble peeling your tape back, I suggest that you get the little sticky thumb line lifter. adhesive.
Or
line
have your
adhesive.
friend buy it and then have her share it with you.
Yeah. Or buy one and give one as a gift. Put one in your friend's card or something.
Oh, okay, all right.
$9.99. Like we said, we're not sure why they packaged them in two, but it's kind of handy to share.
But it is, yes.
And they even talk about if you get packages in the mail, it helps with packaging tape. We haven't tried that, but it does say that on the back. It shows you all the little uses for it. But if you use the red line tape, I think that would be nice too, or the score tape. All right, I think that was a success, Penny.
Yay!
All right, well, I'll just have you stay there for a second. And then we did get an order from Impression Obsession, and we did get Happy Mother's Day and Happy Father's Day. So
that's nice.
Now, I don't know why. It's $8.99 for mother, $10.99 for father. What do you call that? There's a word for that, glass ceiling or something like that.
I don't know.
So Father's Day is a little bit more expensive than Mother's Day, but I think the dies are a little bit bigger too.
I do think so.
And then I call this Katie's son or Peggy's son, but the little son is back, and it's $9.99. It's 2 pieces, so you could just have a smiley face if you want.
Oh, that's so cute. That'd go with the other line.
It would. It'd go with the Have a Nice Day.
Yeah.
And Eeyore is back, and he's $13.99.
Oh, I love Eeyore.
And there are some Pooh stamps that just are not available right now. We're waiting patiently for those to come back in. Now, Better Press friends, just to let you know, we got in this new plate, not really a die, but a plate. It's $14.99, and I think it's pretty cool for a front of a card. But Penny, I got to flip it because it's really big.
Oh, wow.
It's all you need on the front of your card.
Wow. Definitely A2. You skipped over one stamp.
Oh, I did, and it's
the
Penny's favorite.
I know! Don't skip over that one.
So this one, thank you, Penny. This is called, do you know what it's called? Mother's Day Garden.
Yes.
Does it have Mother's Day sayings on it?
It does.
Okay.
It says, a garden of love grows in a mother's heart, is one of them.
So it'd be good with this die.
Yes. And I'm going to color it. I just know
get ready,
it.
Penny.
I am.
Penny already talked about it. We're going to order more.
There you go, Miss Katie.
Okay, and then the Better Press from Spellbinders, they now have a larger ink pad because sometimes they have been making larger plates, so this will be a little handy. Maybe you don't have to re-ink it as much. And so you can get, our Better Press friends, you can get a larger ink pad in the black. And I think that's what it's called, is black. Black. All right, then here's another really good stamp set, new from Stampendas. It's called Birthday Messages, and these are those perfect things for the inside of your card.
Count your age by friends, not years.
And it's got the Happy Birthday, My Friend, which you could easily use that on the front of your card. And really, you could use any of these on the front.
Instead of being late to wish you happy birthday, could you call it early for next year?
I've done that before.
Oh, yeah.
So this is $14.99. And then another one, and we have, this is so perfect because we've been doing a lot with sympathy and family members that have passed, family and friends. And this is called Sincere Sentiments. And know that you are loved, keep looking up, know that you're in our prayers with deepest sympathy for your loss. And this is also $14.99, and it does have that flower on there
I
too.
do like that flower.
And nice fonts.
Yes. It's always about the font.
And it says, wishing you strength and hope for each day. And sometimes that's what it's like. It's each day you just keep going, and you do wish to have the strength to go for another day.
We have a question.
I love questions.
Will our fancy copier copy a lace doily?
Yes, it will.
Okay.
You can copy it right onto maybe cream colored paper if you like, or white.
So, Lori, there's your answer.
So bring it in, and we'll take care of it
She's going to
for
bring
you.
it Friday morning.
Okay, this is new from Simon Hurley, and it's called Beautiful Blooms. And Diane is a huge flower lover, and she saw this new stamp set and ordered it for the store. We only ordered a couple, and they both sold right away, so we've got more now. And it's $21.99, and it has a ton of stuff on it. It's really big.
Wow.
So good job, Simon. And then as far as stamps go, Mr. Rabbit is back. He keeps hopping back in.
Yeah, he does.
And hops
He's
out and
so
hops in.
cute.
But Easter's over, but Mr. Rabbit lives forever, you guys. He's still here. And then Katie had used the brushstroke stamp, and we sold out of that. But we had more on the way, and they arrived. And this is a really basic, wonderful stamp to have in your collection.
Her cards were so cute.
They were adorable. And then this is, I don't think we had this before. I'd have to confirm that. But this is from All and Create, and this is one of their new tag dies, and it is number 27, and it has 8 dies. And sometimes if you flip it over, you can kind of see the dies there.
So tags, and then there's a bonus
there's a little star and a diamond and a circle, and
those are cute.
4 different tag dies in there. Number 27, guys. And then
Bingo.
that's right. B27. Okay, this is back in stock. We ordered one of these for Chris, and then we showed it, and everybody wanted it. But this is a tool from Sizzix. It's got a heat-resistant mat, and then like a mesh screen and a press tool. And this is for doing your shrinky dinks. So if you wanted some tools to help you with that, this is going to help you. And this,
I think that's how shrinky dinks have entered the 21st century.
oh my gosh, shrinky dink is back.
I love it.
I know. I remember doing them when I was a little girl. I remember.
And now I'll be able to do them with my granddaughter soon.
You will. And you know, Penny, back when I was that young, people wouldn't let their kids use their oven. We did it in the oven.
No, right,
of course.
yeah.
But I don't know if I was maybe 9 or so. And now if you let a 9-year-old
Oh.
use the oven, so anyway, thank you,
Scary.
Mom, for letting me do things that our kids aren't allowed to do today. All right, then the last new things that we want to show are from Graphic 45, and one of them is called Flight of Fancy. It's beautiful. We have the collection pack. And you guys, Diane was back in the back reordering this. And I'm going to open this because we don't have individual papers. So I just want to open it so you can see how beautiful it is. So this is the collection pack, the 12 by 12, and we do have the 8 by 8 also. But it's just, look at these are like postcards. They would be so perfect to slip in a sleeve on your album.
Or a 5 by 7 card front.
Exactly.
Oh my.
So you've got hummingbirds, which seem to be a really popular thing because,
Oh, great borders for scrapbook layouts.
yeah, isn't it just really pretty? It's really different.
Stunning.
For 49 or Graphic 45. You know, we got the 49 and we got the 45, Penny.
Yeah.
Dart and dazzle, you fill my world with color, fluttering by to say hello. Look at the butterflies. Oh my gosh.
And pair it with any of the B-sides. Wow.
So that's the Flight of Fancy 12 by 12, and then we have the same papers in the 8 by 8 pack. And then we do have the solids, the coordinate. Well, they're not really solids,
Well,
but they call them patterns and solids that coordinate. But really bright, vibrant colors.
And they're different than the B-sides, correct?
Right, yeah,
Okay.
they're two-sided. Okay, then along with that, we do have the stickers, and there's 2 12 by 12 sheets in here. So you could pop up these on maybe on the paper.
Yeah, Pam, it's just packs, no individual papers.
And we have the cardstock frames and tags, and I'll flip it
Oh,
around.
wow. Oh, yeah.
We might have to order the papers for this. We're going to have to. We got this yesterday, and we haven't even shown it, but we sold a lot of it here.
Oh, are those rub-ons?
Yeah, wait till I show you. There's 2 sheets.
Oh.
Lots of purples and pinks and blues, but really about every rainbow color. And Penny, I saved this for last. This is the Flight of Fancy ephemera.
Oh,
And
my.
49 and Graphic 45. I'm going to get it right here. They are doing so much better, I'm going to say, and I'm saying it, sorry, with their ephemera. It used to be you always got the same shapes, but in that color scheme, and now you've got different shapes because you got butterflies and stamps and words.
And the banners. 2 different
Really,
styles
really,
of
really
banners
cute.
up
and
there.
there's a little row of flowers. I don't know what kind of flowers those are,
Postage
but I love them.
stamps. It reminds me of a windowsill.
It does. Like
Or
little
even a flower,
box.
or the flower garden, the trim around the
Yeah,
front.
big butterfly.
That's huge.
So this is Flight of Fancy, and then their other collection that came in is Sunshine on My Mind.
Oh, wow.
And we're going to show the papers first.
Okay.
And let me gather them up, and we'll just flip through them here.
Okay.
So lots of watermelon, and I thought there might be strawberries, but maybe not. And this is that postcard paper, the 4x6. It's got some 3x4s. It makes me want to go out and get a
Watermelon. And I love it tied to the flower.
I
The
know,
pink
that's
flower.
really different, isn't
Oh,
it?
pomegranate.
Oh, there we go.
That's a
and
po-
there's some
oh,
cherries
yes.
and ladybugs.
Oh, that's cute.
And this is Sunshine on My Mind, easy peasy, summer breezy, and summer is coming, Penny. And then we have the back side, the B side. That bicycle is really, really neat. And I love how it's got the watermelon type on the back. Isn't that just so cute?
With a bow, like that's really going to hold it.
It says, watermelons are smiles of summer.
Oh.
Maybe we need to have a promotion that's smiles of summer. That is
I like
really
that.
neat. And there's our watermelon.
Oh, wow. I like those two sheets together.
It's not quite watermelon time.
Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah.
So there's your watermelon rind. And here is just some different hot air balloons. They tend to pop up in different places. Life's a journey. Enjoy the ride. You are one in a melon. Smiles for miles. And there's a nice little gingham. And this looks good with this too.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the next paper is filled with watermelon seeds on one side.
I love it.
It's called Smiles for Miles. And then it's got all these fun little cut-aparts.
They're really loving the watermelon.
Oh, good. I'm glad you guys like this. I thought it was just cheerful and very summery. And here's more of a flower. It's called Sweetest Memories.
Oh, there's a little slice of watermelon.
Yep.
Yep. I
in a
like
bouquet.
that.
It's a bouquet with watermelon.
I like that.
So we have the individual papers. We do have the collection pack where you're going to get all the papers and the ones we just showed you. And then we have it in an 8x8. Some people like to do smaller things, and the patterns on here are going to be smaller. Same patterns, just a little bit littler. And then we do have the patterns in solids. So you can see up here what the solids are, and then down here you can see the patterns. They're a little more subdued. And then just like Flight of Fancy, it has sticker sheet, 12 by 12, and you get 2 sheets for this.
Oh, and they're different.
Look at the little watermelon
I love that stack.
This is very cute, Penny. And then we have the chipboard tags and frames.
Someone says, I see a Janet card kit in the future. Okay, Janet?
Oh, well,
yeah, Susie, I agree.
All right, look at that big, that bicycle is huge. I love it. I love this stuff. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there's the ephemera.
Yeah, love it.
So again, their ephemera is really amazing now. They've done some really good things with it. Okay, well, Penny.
Oh my gosh, I love this.
Let's go talk about Janet's kit and then do your coloring. How
Okay,
about that?
all right.
Do we have any questions in the meantime?
Nope.
Okay.
8x8s are great for card making. Yes, I totally agree.
They are really good. Or a mini album or whatever you choose to do. So today we are launching the In Loving Memory card kit designed by Janet Petersma. And what I want to do first, let's show the cards first, and then we'll show what comes in the kit. The kit is priced at, it's $32.99, and it makes 8 cards. And you get a slimline card.
I like slim lines.
I know, and you guys, you're going to get inserts from Janet because she designed, that's in your kit. So every card has an insert. You can use it. If you don't want to use it, you can flip it over and use the back or save it for something else. But this one is really nice with those banners above and below, and she's added some Nouveau drops. And Janet is watching, so Janet might chime in, Penny, and just let us know if she has any special information to add. And she does have a pretty cool trick when she makes the slim lines that I think everybody's going to like. She starts out with a A7 card base and cuts it down.
Oh, that's why the A7s were in the kit.
That is it. All right, this is another special little thing because the front, it's cut off, but then it has this piece that hangs over the sides.
That's beautiful,
there's so much
Janet.
interest here. And you're going to get the little circle die cuts. This piece, you might, as an optional thing, if you have the stitch rectangle dies, you can die cut that. I'm guessing that's from a cut apart. And that's optional. And then she's got this insert is sized to fit right in this card so it doesn't hang over on to the stripe part. So that is nice. And you'll notice the corner rounding. You guys, that is a signature Janet Petersma when you see corner rounding. And this next card is also corner rounded, but instead of on the left side, like this one, she corner rounded the right. So she keeps us hopping.
Oh, yes.
But look at all the layers,
Gorgeous.
Penny.
I love it.
And it's got one of her favorite die cuts here. I don't know if that's called rock. I don't think that's rock fern. I'm not sure the name of that.
Question. Someone had bought the paper. Can we get the instructions?
Instructions are available after the kits are sold out.
Okay.
So if you want to check back with us, that would be great. And then that's this. So this says, holding you close in our prayers. And then it says, with deepest sympathy at this very sad time. And look at the little tag with the ribbon.
Yeah, I love that ribbon.
Okay, and then another A2 card. Now, we were talking last night, we got together to do some planning for our summer, and we were talking about simple cards, and this is simple, but it's not. It's got a lot of white on it, and to me that makes it a calming,
Yes.
simple card,
Yep.
and then she's got a lot of layering here.
And Janet has linked the 5-leaf branch punch.
So it's a 5-leaf branch. All right,
Yep.
Thank you, Janet. So this says, with sympathy, and then it says, I'm here for you always. The colors on this
Gorgeous.
is really nice.
I love the blue. Timeless.
It is. Oh, this is, I had a wow.
Oh.
I had a wow when I opened this one.
Oh.
Now you will see enamel dots on these, and those come in your kit. So you will have the enamel dots, and we'll show you all the other things. You get a sticker sheet. I'm guessing this is probably a sticker that's been powdered, so it turns into a die cut. And this says, thinking of you, and it says treasured memories, which this is a sticker, this treasured memories. And then you open it up, may you feel surrounded by love and lifted by prayers.
I love that.
And Penny, I went, aha, because you
Yeah.
have a little border of the craft
Yep.
from the cover.
Yep.
And then you have this green cardstock, and then there's this stripe here that
Yep.
surprised me when I opened it. It's like, oh, wow.
Yeah, a double wow.
It's a double wow.
It's a double wow, Janet.
So now we have a horizontal card. Life is what you celebrate, all of it, even its end. And then on the inside it says, know that you are loved beyond measure. And again, she's taken a sticker and she's popped it up. You got a few
That's
little enamel
beautiful.
dots. I just love the white background. And
I do too.
And that she didn't like cover the whole background.
Yep.
I really like that. Janet, awesome job.
Yes.
Awesome job. Okay, this one is a little different. When I was setting them out this morning, we've got that die cut, the 5-leaf branch. And you've got a little piece of ribbon here, and this is a double circle, so you're going to get a die cut circle, and that's probably a sticker. And then instead of opening, this card does not open because it has a little pull out. So it says, with in loving memory, this little cut apart, and then it says, with deepest sympathy to you and yours.
Oh, wow.
That's just so unique.
Yeah.
And then the last one is also a slim line, and this is why you had to probably put two
Yes.
7 card bases.
Yes.
So this is a slim
wow.
line horizontal. It says, with sympathy and caring thoughts, and then it says, my heart goes out to you at this difficult time.
Back up one, and Janet is saying the inside text also pulls out.
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Janet, I thought it was attached. But look at this, you guys. It's a pocket. And then you got your inside text, and it's got this little die cut circle along with a flower to kind of grab to pull out. And then it's got this little piece. So thank you, Janet. I did not realize that. And there's a sticker here that says, always loved and never forgotten.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
There's lots of detail.
Oh, my
Penny, we just have
gosh.
to look at these for a
I
bit.
know.
And then this one, we just showed you a little bit. And this one's got the right side of it that flips up with your message.
And just a simple bow just adds so much.
It does. That's all you need. So let's, those are the cards.
Wow.
The kit was $32.99. It's in loving memory sympathy card kit designed by Janet Petersma. I'm using her last name. Did you notice that? Pam?
Yes.
So what you're going to get is Janet's color pictures. She makes them big. So you have pictures of the cards. You get a cutting guide.
These are the best.
Yeah, so you've got a cutting guide. She has talked about these before. She tells you like where to cut first and how to cut all your paper. And then she's also marked what you don't use, so you can hang on to that. And then you're going to get directions. Now, many people have told us, Penny, that they put these in a notebook and they
Yep.
save them forever.
Absolutely.
Because if you want to make a card, like this, again, you can make the same thing with different paper
Yep.
with Janet's directions.
Yep.
Unless you have a really good memory. Now,
No.
I don't. You're going to get the In Loving Memory sticker sheet, the 12 by 12 sticker sheet. That's what a lot of those embellishments are that we saw. And then you're going to get a sheet of Never Forgotten. And this is all from Photo Play in loving memory. And then a sheet of Sending Comfort. Ooh, I like that stripe.
I love the stripe.
Okay, I have to go back to something, Penny, because that card that I opened and it was a triple wowzer. Okay, so look at here. This simple little stripe. Oh, actually, I think that's
a sticker.
Okay, never mind. And then you're going to get the cut apart, the Always Loved cut apart sheet. Then you're going to get Janet's inserts, and these are all cut apart. And Penny, you mentioned you're going to get 2 A7 card bases. So those are pre-scored. Then you're going to get
4.
The rest of your card bases, and probably 8 between the two. Some of them are crafts, some of them are white. You'll have your 8 card bases. And you guys, at Memory Bound, we always provide envelopes in our card kits. You always get envelopes in our card kits. And then you also have some more cut-aparts, because one sheet just wasn't enough. You're going to get a little bag of ribbon. And some ribbons might vary just a little bit because we had some ribbon that we weren't able to get. So you might have a little bit different color, but you'll figure it out. You'll be able to, they all match really nicely. And you're going to get several pieces of cardstock and color vide paper and some craft paper.
And like those are sky and peach.
Pear, peach, sky, and was this pine maybe?
I think so.
So those were papers that happen to match the collection really nice. So Janet's got those all matched up for us.
Just in case somebody else wanted to match.
Good idea. So that's what you get in the kit, and it's $32.99. And a big, huge shout out to Janet for keeping us in kits and being willing. She's working from on location, guys, from afar in Texas. So we appreciate that a lot.
Thanks, Janet. I have to shop now.
Yay. All right, then we're going to go to Penny here, and then we'll let her shop. So if you would like to add Nouveau drops, and I apologize because I said it had enamel dots, but I guess those were Nouveau drops. We've got eucalyptus and Wedgwood, and also Neptune would also go really well with this. Neptune is currently back ordered, but these two do look nice with. Let me get a card that's got lots of colors, so you can see how Wedgwood and eucalyptus look very nice. You know, hers are so good; they look like enamel dots, but she just does such a good job. Like here's a sample.
Yeah, here it is. Those two.
And
there.
She's got some little ones here.
And here's the little ones over
tinies.
here. I gotta focus. Okay, there they are.
Now,
beautiful.
Janet used the diagonal punch, the 3-way diagonal punch, because this tag was not a tag until you make it. By punching the little corners off. And then she also, we talked about the corner rounder. She uses the corner rounder. And this is the 3-way from We Are Makers.
Favorite.
And then she put a little bit of Rustic Wilderness ink on the greenery, on the 5-leaf branch. And if you have another green, you can certainly use that. You don't have to get this green special, but that's what Janet used.
Nice little extra touch.
It is. And then she used her favorite brown ink for your other inking, so whatever you have for that. The powder tool is handy because that sticker sheet, all those stickers, or a lot of them, were turned into die cuts. And you can use this for that. That works really well. And the powder tool is $7.99. Sometimes I just take the lid off of it and dump the powder too, Penny.
Someone's making 300 cards for a hospice group, and I have been using that paper line for a bunch that I have done so far.
Awesome.
Oh, thanks, Pam.
And then earlier I mentioned about the circles, but you do punch your own circles. I said, oh, the circles are in the kit, but they are not.
The paper's in the kit.
The paper's in there to punch circles. I think we feel like a lot of you have circle punches, like this, for example. And if you don't, and you don't want to get one, you could just put that little sticker on there without the background, the light blue color. But she did use the 1 1/4, the 1 1/2, and the 1/2 inch circle punches. And these are the ones from EK. I know there's lots, and some of you might have dies that will work.
Absolutely.
So that is available. It's $32.99. It's the In Loving Memory card kit. So Janet, a big thank you and a big wow.
Yeah, add one to my tab.
Penny's got a layaway going today. So she's ready to go. I will say that those inserts are available individually. So if you want to make more, you can get Janet's inserts from this kit
Oh, awesome.
individually. They
Yep.
come just like this. So if you would like those, we do have those available. Okay, wow. That's enough for me, Penny.
Yeah.
How about if we get over to our Copic markers? So we said we were going to have a bonus today, and Penny made my dream come true. Because the charcoal collection is a really beautiful color swatch from 49 and Market, and it's all kind of black and gray and white.
Which is beautiful.
It is, and it goes with everything. And I was telling Penny that I was wondering about this bag and if you could color it. So she did it, by golly. So look at here.
Accepted the challenge.
So, and then, here at Memory Bound, everything grows and gets more challenging, doesn't it, Penny? So then we're like, well, what about this paper?
Yeah.
This charcoal paper. And so this is it originally.
Before,
And then Penny colored that, and then we've got other things to show you. So Penny, let's go. What do you want to start with?
Okay, well, let's start with the bag because that's what started this whole thing.
It did. Oh my gosh.
So
beautiful.
You get, it's the same on both sides. It's just charcoal on both sides. And so I just pulled colors. We call this spot coloring. Just a little spot here, a little spot here. And then after I was kind of done, it was like, oh, well, I noticed that I did this flower bunch both times, not the same colors, but the same groupings. And then the same kind of leaf right next to it, but then I did a flower here, and I did a flower up. I did a little butterfly. I did a bigger butterfly. So I just kind of poked out spots, and I just did it. But the trick is the bag is lined.
The bags, okay, these bags are so beautiful
They
and so nicely
are.
made that they are lined, and they have the zipper on them. And Penny, I don't even know how much the bag is. This one doesn't have a price on it.
I don't know either.
Here,
but I got
I've
the bell.
These. Penny, I've got these. They're probably the
Oh.
same. They're $14.99.
There we go.
And they do come with a little set of enamel dots
Yes, mine are in
that
the
you
back.
can only get with the bag.
And it's really nicely made. The lining, it's all sewn, and I kept thinking, I do not want to rip the lining out to
I thought about
color
I will
it.
say.
So what I did was I pulled the lining, and then, well, we're just going to do it.
And we're doing Copic markers because they are not going to bleed. They're going to be more permanent. And you could probably use fabric markers. But
Yeah.
Copic markers have a lot more colors. Look at Penny's pile here. There's a lot more to choose from.
So all of those markers are somewhere on this side. Believe it or
All
not.
those colors?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
because sometimes it was just one. So here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pinks, reds, and so sometimes I just used one marker, simplified it. Now down here, I tried to do a little fancy little detail there, but you don't need to. The gray in the flowers are giving you some extra detail. All right, so I'm just going to show you. We're going to turn it over.
We've always said, Penny, that there's a lot of black and white, like sports papers, and once you put your team colors on it, they pop.
Yep.
You could tell by just what Penny has colored that things do pop.
Now, I am going to show you, just because, it's who I am. One wonderful family is the YG6 series. So I've got the 6-1, the 6-3, and the 6-7.
Okay. So let me try to focus. There we go. So YG 6-1, 6-3, and 6-7.
So if you have any greens, and you can pick 2 or 3, like I said, you saw this side over here. They're different greens, but you could use like one set of greens for the whole thing. So that's what I'm going to do on this side. So on the really dark gray leaves, I don't know really where to put that. I'm going to use my lightest marker, and I'm going to choose that branch again.
So Penny, how are you not getting it to bleed?
Well, I'm letting the back, I'm pulling it apart
kind
from
of
the back,
loosening it
and
a
I'm
little bit.
pulling it up so that the back is there, the lining's out here, and I'm just holding it and pulling it. So I've got my arm on it down here.
It's almost
got my
like
hand
stretched out.
Yep. Of. So I've got the lightest color. And I'm just coloring it in, and I like to kind of start in the middle because there is some bleeding that's going to take place naturally because of the fibers of the fabric.
We had a question wondering about using the tri-blend alcohol markers, and we don't, I assume they would work. We don't have those here at Memory Bound, so we haven't tried them, but I guess you could just give it a try and see what happens.
Absolutely. And it's kind of fun with these leaves is you can kind of figure out which one is on this stem and which one isn't. And if you don't color it, then it's not on the stem.
Oh my gosh, this is looking amazing already. This is so neat. Cheryl has a suggestion, but I don't think it will work. She said you could put freezer paper. Let me just go back to her message. I lost it. Oh shoot, sorry. Oh, piece of freezer paper inside, and that will stop it. And it will, but it will go through on the lining is the problem.
Right. And
if it didn't have the lining, and if you don't care if it goes through on the lining, then that's a great solution.
So now I'm going to take the darkest one, and I'm just adding a little bit more depth to those dark spots. And this one's clear in the back, so I'm going to give it a little bit more. And then I'm going to grab that stem. And I've got just a really light touch to my marker, and I'm using the very tip of the marker.
So you probably wouldn't even hardly notice this part of it.
Nope.
Unless you didn't do it, but it kind of gives it continuity.
Yep. So on this, all right, so here's this. I'm going to add a little bit dark down here, a little bit dark down here, a little bit of the darkest down here, and I'm going to pull the vein up.
So for those of you that are just joining us, happy Thursday. And we got Penny here, and this is like a bonus wow, because we launched Janet's latest card kit, which is Sympathy in Loving Memory. And Penny has got one of the charcoal bags, zipper totes from 49 and Market, and we're actually filling in some of the images with Copic markers, just making it a little different.
So now I'm going to take the lightest, which is the YG61, and I'm going to do the tip and pull the ink out from the middle.
And this can't be the easiest way to color for sure, but oh boy, people are loving it, Penny.
Oh good, because it really is fun, and it just goes to show, you know, you really should just try things. I mean, had I not just grabbed the markers and tried it, we really wouldn't have known.
Right. Well, and if you wanted, you know, and like you said, the bag is beautiful on its own.
Yes, it is.
Maybe you love pink and you want to do all your flowers in pinks, or highlight a few things, or highlight like one corner, the bottom corner or something would just be really fun.
Now this one is really gray, so I'm just going to put a little color on there, and then I'm going to grab that medium one, which is the YG63, 63, and I'm going to pull up some of that darker color.
I don't think when they designed the charcoal collection they expected us to be coloring it.
Gonna add some veins over here.
Oh my gosh.
And you know what?
This one, great.
This looks like it's included. Now this one's really cool because it's got like a splotch here and a splotch up there of the darker, and then the inside is all clear, and that's just the, I don't know, the splotchy idea of the whole line.
Right.
Grab that medium and pull out some veins.
Well, and you know what? Donna just made a really good point, and thank you, Donna. what, if I understand her correctly, now that you've colored it, you can really see the details of the leaves.
Oh my,
Whereas
yes.
when you look here, it's just kind of a collage of, oh my gosh, she's so right about that.
Yes.
Because Penny, just hold these up together so you can see the difference. So this is this.
Yep.
They love it. They love it so much.
And then I'm just going to grab one of the pinks, and I'm just going to grab our 8-5, and I'm going to grab this flower right next to it. And you have to kind of determine, I know I like to start in the middle, but I'm going to determine where the edge is.
Well, we appreciate this tip. So you're kind of outlining it.
Just real lightly.
Because when you look at it, like we just said, like Donna's point, it's just a bunch of all kinds of different patterns, which Katie Petit, you are amazing. Who would have thought we'd be coloring our charcoal bags?
Right? Now, I'm going to grab a lighter from my bag.
Okay, let me show you Penny's bag over here. She's got a couple markers. Just a couple.
Just a couple. I think I'm missing like 10. And then here's the lighter color. And if you are a pink person, you could just do all of your flowers
in pink. You have your pink and green, and that would be, I don't know, I think a lot of things would be really fun. Maybe for Mother's Day, what's Mom's favorite color or Grandma's favorite color? And
I'm going to grab the middle of that YG63. I'm just going to add a little bit of leaf down here.
Is this what you started with, Penny? Or which one did you start
with? I started with the darker, 8-5.
So she started with this one. I cannot get it in focus. It's R85.
Yeah.
Your eyes are just fine. And she's using R83. So those are the two colors that you're using, right?
Yep.
For pinks?
For the pinks.
These are the pinks that she's using. Hey, they're in focus now, everybody. So R83 and R85.
All right.
And you could use whatever pinks you have.
Whatever, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So now these remind me of like daffodils. I don't know what they really are, but they remind me of daffodils. So grab a yellow. Here's a Y19.
So Y19 is what she's going to use.
And I think this works really nice on the
it won't
fabric.
Focus on the cap and your colorings, and then people would rather see your coloring.
And there's no fanciness to it. It's just coloring. You're just putting color in the spots, and you get to determine where the spots are. I go a little bit heavier in the middle because it's naturally gray right there. So I'm going to highlight that. Then I'm going to just grab let's grab a Y38.
She's doing it one-handed, guys.
I'm just trying to keep it up.
Y38, we did Y19, and now it's Y38 for a little bit.
A little bit of orangish
for the middle.
In the middle.
Oh my gosh.
I love that. And with that soft pink up there and that green, I could do the whole bag in that.
And she might.
I might. Yep. Okay. Do they want to see anything else?
Why don't you color a butterfly? Do you want to color a butterfly?
I'd love to color a butterfly.
Then we'll flip it over and show you the other side where she colored more so you can see it. But if you're just joining us, Penny kind of you have to take out the lining.
Yep, pull the lining out.
And then she's kind of stretching it so it's not going through to the other side of the bag. And that's the tricky part, but you seem to be doing it just fine, Penny.
Yep. Well, I've had a little practice. I practiced yesterday.
She's done it a little bit.
All right, so I'm going to use that Y38 that I used in the middle of the flower, and then I'm going to go darker, and I'm going to go YR09. So that's the Chinese orange. So I'm going to start with my lighter color, my Y38. I'm going to do this butterfly that's next to it that's really kind of dark. Then I'm going to do this lighter one you can see.
Oh, that'll be nice. We can see the
A
difference.
lighter color up towards the body in the wings. And see, I'm just kind of winging it.
Winging it. That was very well said, Penny.
Thank you. All right.
Penny is winging it on this butterfly.
Then let's do this row.
We kind of put her on the spot.
This
because she didn't really
row.
plan this, but
And then
she's
let's
doing it.
grab the dark. And this is that YR09.
Oh, that's looking really pretty. So Penny is coloring the charcoal. Here's the bag originally. And they're $14.99, and like we mentioned earlier, they are lined. They're really nice bags. They're not just a canvas with nothing inside. They are lined. And here's the one from the new collection, Ochre, the Color Swatch collection. So we do have this, and it's also $14.99. And then we also have the one from Crafty Garden, and that's Crafty with a K. I love that part. Being a K name, that makes it extra special. But here's the one from Crafty Garden. And I don't know if we have any left from the travel collection. I don't think
everywhere.
we do. I think the other ones have sold out. So we do have these three, and we're showing you how to customize or personalize the charcoal one today. And you could probably, I mean, if you wanted to color, these are pretty beautiful. I can't imagine doing any coloring on these, but you could if you wanted to. How's our butterflies coming?
There's a butterfly. And the body, I used a little bit of the W4 because it's a warm gray. So then I'm just going to do this other little butterfly.
You know,
just gonna
Penny, you
add.
could go through and just color the butterflies.
Oh, yeah.
And then you'd have the whole background being your charcoal, and then you'd have your just your pop of your butterflies where they're at. That would be, there's so many different things to try. I'm just seeing if we have any questions. It looks like we're pretty good. So as Penny brought this in today and we all went, wow, then we started pulling other things that were more of a black or gray scale, black and white gray
All right.
scale.
So this is just the same colors but opposite. The darker towards the body, the lighter towards the outside, but the same colors, that YR09 and the Y38.
Boy, but these flowers, and they just come alive, don't
Yeah.
they?
And that was the Y19 on that yellow. And it's a nice complement.
Very cool.
All right.
Show us the other side now that you actually have done quite a bit of coloring on. Oh, and Janet made a comment, Penny, that this would be a great alternative to wrapping a gift. These bags, instead of wrapping it, put them in these really beautiful bags from 49 and Market.
Yep.
Okay, so we were doing the bag. We had the bag idea, and then we're
Okay.
like, oh, wait a minute.
What about
What
paper?
about paper? Tell us about that.
All right, so I took a sheet of the charcoal paper number 1, and I added green, and I used that YG6 series, 6-1, 6-3, and 6-7, and I did every other leaf. So I did this leaf stem, I skipped one, I did this leaf stem, and I did this leaf stem. I colored the darkest color in where the darkest gray was, and I actually blended out using all 3 colors. So like this is the YG61, this is the YG63 going into the 6-7. So anywhere there was a splotch, I tried to emphasize with the darker color.
Look at the butterflies that you. Oh
The
my
butterflies, I used this one over here is Y11 and Y23. And this one over here is the Y23 and the YR14. So you're going to have to take my word for it because I didn't write it down anywhere. I have them sitting right here. The bodies, I used the warm 6 and the warm 1. So there's actually two grays in there.
Gray on it.
So there's a darker gray next to a lighter gray. And on this one, I did the YR14 in the body 2 or 3 times. Now, you will get a little bit going through.
It's really heavy paper, but I
like
don't know
you
if
can
can
see
there
here.
you can see it.
But chances are, if you're going to use this side, it would tape it down. So
that
so the
turned out
before
really
and
gorgeous.
after. And then we were walking around looking at some other things.
We were.
And I grabbed the Simple Stories botanical bits. Again, they're black and white.
And these are $5.49, and they're from that Simple Vintage Essentials collection. And Penny's been coloring since she got here today.
I had to color this one blue because I love blue. Blue is my favorite color. And since we were doing the In Loving Memory, I thought, oh, let's try some blue. So I did the 9.3, the B9.5, and the B9.7. Stayed with the lighter color towards the middle, and then kind of went with the darkest color where the grays are, like down in the petals, and then did the medium tone, and then just kind of washed it all. And then I used that YG6 series, 6.1, 6.3, and 6.7 for the leaves. Try to keep it kind of simple for you. So
what's
beautiful.
Cool is these are all black and white, and they're beautiful that way, and you can ink the edges if you want. You can also match them to your project. So if you're doing a layout and maybe you're doing something blue, maybe a family photo or something.
Here's a different flower, bigger petals, not as much dark gray, but I'm just going to show you just a quick little wash of the darkest in the dark areas, which is defining those natural shadows of where the petals are, where the folds are, and the depth and the dimension of each petal.
Penny, we had a question a little while ago, and I meant to mention it and I forgot, and Cheryl just answered it, but the alcohol ink on the fabric is pretty much permanent. So if it gets wet, it's not going to be a problem. That's why we chose to use Copics instead of maybe the Tombow markers or something like that, or inks, distress inks, because these are all permanent.
Because what happens is, because my husband brought this up, well, but water would dissolve that. And I said, no, and then it took me a while to figure it out. So this morning it made sense. So I had like ink on a piece of paper and I just sprinkled water on it. Well, the alcohol leaves. So it's whatever dye or ink or whatever that stays on your paper. Water doesn't react to that. So that's the mystery.
It's going to fade probably. If
yes,
you
it
leave
will.
in the sun, it is going to fade.
Yep.
But as far as getting wet or something, it's pretty much permanent.
Now we're going to take that medium B95 and we're going to go over the darker spots. So some of the shadows, we're just going to add a little bit more. We're going to pull up from the middle, pull down on some of the darker areas.
Penny, did you ever think you'd be coloring for a job?
Nope.
I'm going to go to work this morning and color.
Yeah, we don't call it going to work at my house. I'm going to go play.
I'm going to my happy place.
I'm going to go to my other happy place. Yes, with my other family. Add a little dip to those little petals.
I thought about coloring these die cuts from Simple Stories. And you do get quite a few pieces here. I'll just show the back of the package. You get several flowers and butterflies. There's some dragonflies in there. And even it looks like a little bee, a couple of little bees.
So then I'm going to take that that B93, and I'm just going to do a quick swish or flick from the outside of the petal in, because I don't want to go outside the line. I try not to.
So Penny, we have another question about these die cuts, and you absolutely could watercolor them.
Oh my gosh,
You know,
yes.
I don't think you'd want to saturate them heavily because they're not like a watercolor paper, but you could definitely use watercolor. I think, gosh, those Tim Holtz watercolor pencils would probably be amazing on here. And then they're asking about washing the bags. I don't know, does it say on the tag if they're washable? Let's have a look and see.
That's a great question.
It doesn't say. I don't know that washing them would be the best. You'd have to give it a try. I mean, if they got that dirty that you needed to wash them, then maybe you go for it. And we know that the alcohol ink is waterproof. I don't know what detergent would do to it. Maybe you could spot clean it if you got it dirty. Oh, that's pretty.
And then we're just going to grab, I've got the Y38 open over here, so we're just going to add.
Now, Mary just got here, so hello, Mary.
Good morning, Mary.
Better late than never. And you're here in time to see Penny is coloring some, they're called botanical bits, but it's ephemera from Simple Stories from their Essentials line. And look at here, Mary, look what she did on this bag. This is the charcoal bag from 49 and Market, and it went from this to this with Copic markers. And Penny. They love your coloring, Penny.
Oh, thank you. I just try to make Kelly's dream come true.
It was. Oh, Cheryl says there's a brush-on vinyl that you could put over your bag to help protect it. Now, Penny said she's made my dream come true because I've been thinking about this charcoal bag, and like we said, it's beautiful the way it is, but it made me think, I wonder if you could spot color this. And I took one home several days ago and haven't done anything with it. And then Penny was here yesterday, and I'm like, Penny, what do you think? Because she is our Copic queen, and so you did make it come true for me. But it did just open up the door to adding Copics to already printed things. Is that what we want to say, Penny?
Yep.
Not necessarily stamped images, but...
So I did the YG67, and now I've gone to the lightest YG61, and I just want to see how we're doing here, which that's fine, but then I'm going to kind of blend out a little bit with that medium tone, and that's the YG63.
So she's using YG 61, 63, and 67. Pretty cool. And these started out as an ephemera piece that looks like that, the black and white.
I'm going to grab that 6-1 one more time and just go over it once again.
And I do think watercoloring these would be really nice.
There you go.
Looking good.
So
we have used Copic markers on the charcoal bag. We've used it on the charcoal paper. And this was paper number 1. And Penny's got some other items here. The charcoal laser cuts. I'm trying to get out of the glare. There we go. So the mini laser cuts, and we also have the full-size laser cuts. But you could definitely add accent colors to these if you wanted to.
and then
the
frames.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Just a little pop of color. I just do one color and I would just pop it. And then we have several, I'm going to call them black and white sheets. So this is from the charcoal line, and these are your sunflower, daisies, whatever. But you could do any color and just do a spot. You could do clusters.
Or if you cut this up for card backgrounds, then you could color depending on what you're putting on the front of your card.
Yep.
Very cool.
And then this was the page that we used already.
That was the charcoal number 1.
Now this is the
And-
charcoal number 4. How fun would it be to do this one in your darkest orange yellows and then lighter and the lightest, just to give it a pop of color?
We're just one.
Or even grays.
Yeah.
You could add grays to this one that's just a sketch, just to bring out the
Just trying
grays.
to open up your minds, right, Penny?
Yep.
To other ideas.
Now, if you flip it over, you could certainly add color to your stripes and your checks. If you're using some green or something, add some green, you know, just take that chisel nib and just go right down your page.
Yeah, I like that.
Now, in the Simple Vintage Lakeside sheet, same thing. You just do some strips. You can do, you know, every other one if you wanted to. You can
do a couple colors on there. So then we went hunting, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. And then this is the Life in Bloom.
Let's turn it over this way. There we go.
And butterflies, again, if you're into butterflies, you could just spot color some of these butterflies, or maybe just all the little teeny ones, or just the big ones, or make a border of them. You could just have a lot of fun.
And that's the Life in Bloom. It's called Dream On. So Dream On.
And then this is the Vintage Essentials, and this is the little details, all the different
Little
flowers.
details. And you can kind of see the
Yep.
goes with the ephemera here. So that's called
Oh,
Little
can we
Details.
find?
It's this one, isn't it, Penny? Just a little bit bigger.
Yeah, a little bit bigger. There you go.
Even if this was your background and you accented with some of these that were colored, wouldn't that be really pretty?
Oh, I think it's this one down here,
Well, maybe so.
because it's got the little, well, a little bit
Yeah.
version of
well,
it.
different amounts.
Yep. Then this Vintage Essentials could be more of your muted tones. So in the bag, you know, the lighter colors, maybe this pink. I just think heritage when I
Right.
see the
Yeah.
gray, brown.
That's called Noteworthy, and that's from Simple Essentials also.
Excuse
I
me.
think the next one is too.
Yep. And this is Beautiful Moments, the butterflies.
And these are all linked to the calendar. So if you see it, because we're going kind of quick now, wrapping things up, but these are all linked on our calendar. So if you're like, oh, I really wanted that butterfly paper, just go to memorybound.com and go to our calendar for today. And this is totally.
Oh my
I don't
gosh.
know I picked this one.
No, I love this. This is so much fun.
This is the photo play. It was a baby collection they had, and this is called Baby Blanket. But it's a whole different look. It's a little more whimsical. But it's black and white, and I thought it'd be kind of cool.
You could pull out the letters of the little child's name.
Oh, you could, yeah.
Wouldn't that be fun?
It'd be very fun. Or if you got pink and you want a girl, you want to do pink or purple, their favorite color, or blue, whatever it might be. That would be really good.
What's on the bag? Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's called Baby Blanket. Yes, you could do that too. There's lots of options for.
Oh my goodness.
So we just wanted to give you food for thought here, you might say.
Yeah.
Things that you can do with the charcoal. So Penny, thank you so much for
Absolutely.
doing that. Really,
My
She did
pleasure.
it yesterday, and then probably worked on it last night a little bit, and
Yeah.
then came in, and these were totally saw them on the rack an hour ago or so, and
Yeah.
just grabbed them, and here we go. That's what we do here. So
the way we
also
roll.
a big shout out to Janet.
Oh, my, yes.
And thanking her for another beautiful, wonderful kit, the In Loving Memory card kit. And it is glary, but there we go. And that is available. It's $32.99, and it makes 8 sympathy cards, complete with Janet's cutting guide, instructions, and inserts, and everything you need to make them. So thank you, Janet, for that. And I do not have any idea what's on the calendar for tomorrow, Penny, so it'll be a surprise.
Tomorrow's Friday.
It'll be a surprise for me and all of you.
But we'll be here.
I hope there's something. We will be here tomorrow. So thanks everyone for joining us, and thank you, Penny. And
Thank
have
you.
a crafty day. We'd love to see you if you're in the area. Stop in and say hi, and we'll be back tomorrow, guys. Oh, okay. I just heard from Janet. Chris is here tomorrow, and she has an amazing accordion kind of envelope project that you can make for graduation or Mother's Day or lots of
graduation.
Oh,
either.
we didn't. Okay. Well, we're going to do that tomorrow.
We'll do that.
We're going to go through graduation tomorrow because that is our project tomorrow. So thanks, everyone.